Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Bryan's Business World. Today, we're going to be talking about when you should exit your career or exit the business that you're in if you are an entrepreneur. Now, over the years, a lot of ink has been spilled in terms of career transitions, job transitioning, um, exiting your business, possibly starting another business after that. And it's a huge topic. There's also, no surprise, a ton of content on the internet on this topic. Now, we're going to take a fairly small segment of this enormous topic for our show today, rather, a fairly small issue regarding this topic for our show today. And the question that we're going to try to answer today is, how do you know when you should change a career or exit from a business? I think there's three really basic criteria that you can use as a test for yourself to decide maybe that it could be at least the time to exit. Now, how to exit, where to go, what to do next, those could all be very detailed shows or even a series of shows on each one of those. But for today, I want to give you sort of three rules of thumb to kind of think about and decide if you're at least in the neighborhood of potentially being ready for an exit from your career or from the business. So first, how to know when you might be ready to go. There's no more kind of rule of thumb number one. You don't really get any more enjoyment out of what you are doing. There's no real enjoyment even on a daily or even a weekly basis of what you're doing. There's no feeling of sort of satisfaction at the end of a certain task, or if something went your way, you're not really getting any good feelings for it. In fact, that can be an excellent sort of indicia. If you've had a quote good day, or you've had some good fortune on the day regarding certain projects or things you were working on, turned out well, and you're not getting any satisfaction of it, I think that's an indicia that something is wrong. Things are going well, especially, and you're not getting any satisfaction from it. I think that warrants some closer introspection and review by yourself. Second sort of rule of thumb or question to ask yourself is if you're wondering what's the point of the job or these tasks frequently. If you're asking what's the point of all this, or why am I in all of this with any kind of frequency, everyone can do that or ask that kind of question at the end of a particularly bad day or week or month. And we're not really talking about that here. This is a recurrent question that comes up to you again and again, perhaps daily, perhaps weekly. And again, what is the point of all of this? Why am I here? And if that's happening, and especially if that's happening if things are going well for you, that is really something you need to look at. Okay. Also, another sort of rule of thumb is, do you dread arriving at the place of work? Now, in sort of the digital world we're in now, that may be walking to your kitchen table or your study or your couch and flipping open your laptop. So do you have feelings of dread doing that? Now, I'm not talking about, okay, there's some inertia, I've got to get kind of into it and get going. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like really, really dreading, almost with a foreboding sense of beginning the day's activities, wherever they may be. It could be at your office, could be at home, but really the start of your work. And if you're really having some great dread with that, again, another thing indicating that you might be in the neighborhood of being ready to exit that career or that business. So again, to sum up, do you have dread when you start the work? Are you experiencing no enjoyment from your sort of day-to-day or weekly tasks? And if you're wondering what the point of all of this is, with any kind of frequency, those are all causes for you to seriously investigate whether you should be exiting this business or this career. And I think the really key takeaway point here, if things are going well in the business, and you still find yourself doing all three of these things, or all three of these things are happening to you, and again, things are going well, that is really a red flag for you to have a serious conversation with yourself and possibly others about exiting your career or exiting the business. I hope you've enjoyed our segment today. Please follow us, leave your comments down below, and look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.